So I talk about a lot of different topics on this channel here, and that was really one of the main focuses of this channel when I created it. I was like, I want to create a platform where I can just talk about whatever I want, the things I like to talk about, the topics I'm interested in, and naturally, people who are interested in the same stuff will gravitate towards the channel. And at the end of the day, like it is just a good outlet for me to go ahead and speak my mind and talk about things because I do find a lot of the stuff that I'm interested in, and a lot of the stuff that I like to talk about. A lot of people my age maybe not are as interested in as I am, right? Like most people in their 20s aren't big on like self improvement and investing and all that kind of stuff. Like everyone says they are, but they're not actually, they just kind of are. They're more interested in like partying and traveling and all that kind of stuff, which is cool. Like to each their own, do your thing. But I wanted sort of an outlet to talk about the things that I like talking about. And probably my favorite thing to talk about is investing. And I've made plenty of videos on investing. I started investing at a very young age. Luckily, I had someone very close to me who works in finance and basically exposed me to the world of investing and the beauty of compound interest at a young age. So I started investing in my mid-teens. I'm in my mid to late 20s now, so we're talking, basically a decade at this point that I've been investing. And I've learned a lot over the years. Like I started out with just a custodial Roth IRA, ended up opening my own IRA. I've opened multiple brokerage accounts. I have exposure to crypto. I've messed around with index funds, stocks, crypto, options. Like I've learned a lot over the years. And my strategy has definitely changed. But the one thing that I want to focus this video on today is my favorite stock or company to invest in for the next 10 years. Now, before I get into it, I want to say that overall, I don't necessarily think it's the best idea for people to invest in single companies just because there's a lot of risk involved in it. If that one company goes bankrupt or they have really bad earnings, like you could lose a decent chunk of money. So I want to preface by saying that I have a large portion of my overall portfolio just in the S&P 500. So even if my investment in this one single company were to go to zero, it wouldn't bankrupt me. I have money invested elsewhere in other companies. So I want to make sure it's known that it's not like I have my whole portfolio in this company. Now, with that being said, I do have a decent chunk of money in this company because I believe in it long term. And the company that I'm referring to is Tesla. I think Tesla is one of the greatest growth opportunities over the next decade for many different reasons. Number one, their business, expands across a number of different things. They obviously have cars, energy storage and batteries. They do insurance, but also a lot of the other things they're doing too, like the autonomy of Tesla, the data that they're collecting, the AI that's being incorporated in things, full self-driving, and even combining all these things, the products and the software to create like robo taxis and things of that nature. Like I genuinely believe that a decade from now, there are going to be thousands and thousands of self-driving robo taxis that just drive people everywhere. And not only that, like people who own Teslas, they're going to be able to basically click a button on their car to send it out to drive people places and earn the owner money. Like that is an incredible development. And I think a lot of people a lot of people are going to be using Tesla over the next 10 years for many different reasons. And I think the growth opportunity here is massive. I don't know what the market cap is at the current moment. I think it's like a little over 1 trillion or something like that. But I think 10 years from now, it could be a $10 trillion company. So we're talking basically a 10x from now. And I've been investing in Tesla for 2 to 3 years at this point, and I'm already up a decent amount. Like I have good returns on my Tesla stock, but I have no intentions of selling anytime soon because I really do think it's one of the greatest growth opportunities we're going to have over the next decade. Now, while there's going to be other companies that are up and coming and probably have greater returns, it's a lot harder to find those companies. But Tesla itself, I know what they do and I believe in them. And I also believe in Elon Musk because I've never seen anyone with his work ethic and his determination. The fact that he's able to juggle all these different companies is absolutely incredible. It's actually mind blowing. He's truly one of a kind. And I'm not trying to stroke his ego by any means. I mean, he's just, it's incredible to watch what he does. He runs so many different companies, and a lot of them are successful. And I think what makes them successful is that he's not just doing it for money. There's a greater cause behind them, right? Like Tesla is about sustainable energy and creating affordable electric vehicles. SpaceX is about quite literally creating life insurance for life itself. So that way, if God forbid something were to happen to Earth, at least we have human species on Mars that we can like rebuild. You know what I mean? If something happens to Earth and every single human alive is on Earth, well, there goes humanity. You know what I mean? So he's quite literally creating life insurance for life itself. It's it's incredible to watch. And that type of mindset and that type of work ethic and determination, like it's undeniable, paired with a product and service that I think is going to be integrated in our society, similar to the way Apple has become integrated into our society over the past decade. Like chances are you look around you, someone you're looking at has an iPhone. Like literally, even if there's like three people in the room, chances are one of them has an iPhone. So it's just like I truly believe in the product. I believe in the leader. I believe where the company's going, and I think it's a great opportunity to invest. And I'm doing it. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Like I've invested thousands into Tesla because I do believe in it. And this is one of the few companies that I actually invest in, a single company. Most of my money is in either index funds or some version of a fund because I'm a big fan of diversification. But when I see an opportunity, I go after it. And I think Tesla is a big opportunity. So that's why it's my favorite stock for the next 10 years. I don't plan on selling, I plan on holding. It's a very volatile stock, so it goes up and down. You have to be able to stomach all that. And I have been, and I plan to continue doing it. And quite frankly, if Tesla were to drop 50%, I would invest more. Like I genuinely mean that. And that's how I know I believe in the company, is because if the stock price were to quite literally lose 50%, I would not be scared. I would invest more. And I think that's a good thing to ask yourself when you're investing in a single company is if this company were to lose 50% of its market value, how would you feel? If the answer is you'd be concerned and you'd think about selling, then maybe you shouldn't be invested in that company. But if the answer is that you would invest more and it would make you excited because you're buying the stock at a cheaper price, then maybe you should be invested in that company. So that's it. That's all I really got for you guys today. The only other thing I actually forgot to mention is this new, Tesla pay package that Elon has just been presented with. I forget what all the details are, but basically, if he, gets the company to a certain point within, I don't know if it's like 5 or 10 years, certain market cap, certain number of vehicles manufactured and delivered, he gets like over $1 trillion payout, which is absolutely mind-boggling. But again, if he can turn the company into a $10 trillion company, maybe he does deserve it. I don't know. That's up for debate. It's up to you. I think if he creates $10 trillion of value or helps get the company there, maybe he does deserve a tenth of it. But again, that's up for debate. Maybe that's a conversation for another video. But yeah, other than that, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Tesla, kind of why I believe in it so much and why I'm pretty heavily invested, at least in my opinion, into Tesla stock, because I truly do believe in it. And I'm excited to see where it goes over the next decade. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. If you're new here, I post every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And then on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern time, I post all kinds of content about personal finance, life experiences, all that kind of stuff. So if you like this kind of content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.